We're back for some more of our June 2026 birthday special. And with this time around, we're back on the Nintendo, and we're going to play Super Jeopardy. Let's see if we can win the $250,000 grand prize. Here we go.
Let's play Jeopardy.
Here are the categories. Notorious, two-letter words, biology, the funnies, starts with the letter A, and presidents. Let's play.
For 200 points, the answer is
The portable keyboard instrument operated by bellows. Was it accordion?
correct.
Yay!
For 100 points, the answer is
Kravitz, Yoakum, and Doubleday. Who are Abners?
correct. For 600 points, the answer is
Patrick Dennis's eccentric relation. Auntie Mame.
for 800 points, the answer is
Virgil's epic poem of the destruction of Troy. What is the Aeneid?
for 1,000 points, the answer is
It took two rivers and a mythological astronomer to clean them. What are the Augean stables?
for 200 points, the answer is
Greek philosopher Anaximander believes that humans evolved from these creatures. What are birds? Oh no.
correct.
Darn. Fish, the other one.
For 100 points, the answer is
The 19th century French scientist who proved bacteria caused disease. Who is Louis Pasteur?
for 600 points, the answer is
The study of relationships of living things to each other and their environment. What is ecology?
correct. For 800 points, the answer is
The building blocks of proteins. What are amino acids?
correct. For 1,000 points, the answer is
Hemocyanin in crustaceans serves the same functions as this in mammals. What is hemoglobin? Correct.
For 200 points, the answer is
Hans and Fritz, the Cat's Yow Kids. Who are the Katzenjammer Kids?
100 points. The answer is
Since Stanley liked monsters, he came up with this green skin one weighing 1,000 pounds. The Hulk. Yeah, that makes sense.
for 200 points. The answer is
He tried to get the underworld to call him Big George Nelson rather than this. What is Babyface?
for 100 points. The answer is
The Reno brothers pulled off America's first robbery of one of these on October 6th, 1866. What is a train?
correct. For 600 points. The answer is very double.
What the heck? I'll bet it all. When he arrested Alvin Parker as public enemy number 1 in 1936, he forgot to bring handcuffs with J. Edgar Hoover.
Correct.
Wow.
For 800 points. The answer is
Clarence Darrow defended these two teams who tried to commit the perfect murder in 1924. Oh. I forgot. I didn't mean to buzz in. So I know it's not Psycho and Benzetti. Leopold and the Web. Yeah, I forgot. It's alright. No worries.
for 200 points. The answer is
Completes the Beatles title. Love Me. What is due?
for 100 points. The answer is
Diddley, for example. Who is Bo?
correct. For 600 points. The answer is
Spelled forward, it says things aren't off. Spelled backwards, it says things aren't off. What is Olive?
correct. For 800 points. The answer is
The two-letter words that can refer to you and I or you and me. What are we and us?
correct. For 1,000 points. The answer is
A moon of Jupiter, or 2/3 of a debtor's notice. What is Io?
for 600 points. The answer is
When Yo looks at this cat creation like you'd like to eat it, he dies of happiness. Shmoo.
for 200 points. The answer is
All of our presidents were born on this continent. What is North America?
for 100 points. The answer is
William Henry Harrison's grandson, who was also president, who is Benjamin Harrison.
correct. For 600 points. The answer is
When the Gregorian calendar was adopted, his birthday changed from February 11th to 22nd. Who is George Washington?
800 points. The answer is
The first president to wear a beard in office. Who was Abraham Lincoln?
correct. For 1,000 points, the answer is
The rough and ready president whose son-in-law was president of the Confederacy. Who is Zachary Taylor?
for 800 points. The answer is
The beautiful princess Aleta was his wife, and Arn was his favorite son. Prince Valiant.
for 1,000 points. The answer is
One of this legendary highwayman's legendary victims was Alexander Pope. Dick Turpin. Now the last clue before we go to Double Jeopardy.
for 1,000 points. The answer is
This constant comic strip artist created an erotic anti-hero Bernard Mergendiler in 1957. Jules Pfeiffer. So at the end of the Jeopardy round, I'm in the lead with 16,800 points, carried on Michael Tremley by a margin.
Let's play Double Jeopardy.
And here are the categories. Birds, the Middle Ages, ice and snow, multi quotation marks, television, poetic quotes, and finally, hot spots. Alright. These categories are challenging, but that's why it's called Super Jeopardy.
For 500 points, the answer is
Housekeeper to a septet of short people. Who was Snow White?
for 1,000 points. The answer is
Underworld slang for emeralds. Oh! Green eyes. Oh, okay. I was thinking something else.
for 500 points. The answer is
These Antarctic birds hold their eggs with their feet to keep them warm. What are penguins?
for 1,000 points. The answer is
He was killed by a sparrow with a little bow and arrow. Who is the cock robin?
correct. For 1,500 points. The answer is
This tiny hummingbird might like to sing, but doesn't know the words. What's a hummingbird?
correct. For 2,000 points. The answer is
Poultry served for a paltry sum of money. What is chicken feed?
correct. For 2,500 points. The answer is
Eiderdown comes with the eider variety of this bird. Michael. Yeah, at this point I can't be caught. Or at this point, oh, it's a duck. At this point I'm out of reach, I should say.
For 500 points, the answer is...
He came out of retirement to defend Della Street. Oh! Locked out. Perry Mason, yep.
For 1,000 points, the answer is...
The Robert Blake series, whose beginnings can be traced to Toma. That was Beretta.
For 500 points, the answer is...
The hottest temperature ever recorded was on this dark continent. What is Africa?
For 1,000 points, the answer is...
43 consecutive days of 120 degree heat were recorded in this California valley. What is Death Valley?
Correct. For 1,500 points, the answer is...
National seashore resort that's been burning off Long Island for years. What is Fire Island? Yep.
Correct. For 2,000 points, the answer is...
The city where FDR died. What is Warm Springs?
Correct.
Woo!
For 2,500 points, the answer is...
Named by the gentleman for fires blazing on shore in South America's stormy southern tip. What is Tierra del Fuego?
For 1,500 points, the answer is...
In a Constantine song, it's repeated 3 times after, and since we've no place to go. What is Let It Smell?
Correct. For 2,000 points, the answer is...
A job for USSR Antarctica or horse for all parties. What is pouring ice? I don't think so.
Incorrect.
But I do have a massive lead right now, so I'm not too worried. To break the ice. Oh, yeah.
For 2,500 points, the answer is...
Film featuring Rocket Ernie and a sub under the North Pole. I forgot. I'm blanking.
Incorrect.
I blanked. Forgot. I forgot. Oh, Ice Station Zebra. Yeah, I just blanked.
1,500 points. The answer is
The 50s TV Superman, his name was similar to Christopher Reeves. Who is Steve Reeves? Oh, that's wrong? Karen doesn't know.
incorrect.
George Reeves. It wasn't Reeves, but it was George Reeves.
Correct.
Oh, well. Still time.
For 2,000 points, the answer is
Uh-oh. It's going 7,900. All right, I'll put him in striking distance. Lou Grant worked for the Tribune in this city, not Chicago. Los Angeles, yep.
correct.
So now Michael's within striking distance. Middle Ages, all right.
For 500 points, the answer is
Founded in the 12th century, it's the oldest university in England. What is Oxford?
for 2,500 points. The answer is
She shedded her glamorous Colby's image to play Sister Kate. Stephanie Beacham.
for 500 points. The answer is
In Robert Burns' poem, a body being a body coming through this. The Rye.
correct. For 1,000 points, the answer is
This enemy of Robin Hood was forced to find inside the Magna Carta at Renegade. Who is King John?
for 1,500 points. The answer is
Louis the Sluggard, Louis the Quarter, or Louis the Fat were kings of this country. What is France? Yep.
correct. For 2,000 points, the answer is
From Latin for horsemen, it was behavior by which knights were forced to live. What is chivalry? Knights were to live. Oh no.
correct. For 2,500 points, the answer is
Only one of some 30,000 French children survived this 12 minutes adventure. What was the Children's Crusade?
for 1,000 points. The answer is
In her poem First Fig, the alarming way and the St. Vincent Millais's candle burns at both ends. Yep.
for 1,500 points. The answer is
Oh boy. 9,800. Uh-oh. The cardinal virtue Emily Dickinson calls the thing with feathers that purchases a soul. Hope. Yep. He's right.
correct.
Michael's now within striking distance.
For 2,000 points, the answer is
Let the Irish vessel lie emptied of its poetry, autograph in memory of him. William Butler Yeats. Now the last clue.
for 2,500 points, the answer is
Keats composed his own epitaph to read, "Here lies one whose name was written in this." Water, yep. So that'll take Karen up to 12,500. Michael is 28,600. I have 32,800. Let's see how Final Jeopardy goes.
Let's play Final Jeopardy.
Category for this game is going to be the armed services. I'm going to have to go all in. The last military branch to be established. I'm guessing on this, but I hope it's right. I'm guessing, but I'm going to hope for the best. I went for the Coast Guard, and that is the U.S. Air Force. I was wrong. So I'm going to end up with $25,000. Oh well, I did the best I could. Yeah, I wanted to go with the Air Force, but oh well. So I ended up with $25,000. I'll see you all for the next game right after this.